Hey everyone, today I'm making a showcase of my personal resource pack, and I'll be going over all the small features, and there's the download link in the description. Alright, so let's get started. So the first changes are here on the title screen. There is the Minecraft Bedrock Edition logo that was recently put on Twitter instead of just Minecraft, and there is this space background that I like. But if you don't like that, you can just go on the gear icon in the resource pack settings and set it to vanilla UI. If you do that, then it will return to normal. Another optional change is the hotbar numbers down below. As you can see, there's Roman numerals going from 1 through 9, and it just indicates the number on the hotbar, obviously. Next up, this resource pack hides the particles you get from effects. So as you can see, I have jump boost right now, and I do have it, but there's no particles around me, and that's good because it's not annoying and covering my screen. Same thing with beacon effects. I can activate it, and I should get the speed buff that I just used. Yes, the speed buff. And as you can see, I do have it, but I'm not getting the particles around me. Next up, speaking of particles, when you break a block, you won't get the particles that usually appear. As you can see, I'm mining all of the stone, and there's no block breaking particles that covers everything, and it's just overall annoying. Let's look at some of the texture tweaks now. So what I have first is that the quartz blocks have this outline around the border. I put this outline there because it looks similar to the smooth stone outline, and I really like using quartz blocks as a redstone building block because it looks very clean. But of course, the smooth quartz variations are not affected. So if you have smooth quartz here, then of course there's no border around it. But yeah, I do like this outline because it makes it easier to tell where the actual block is versus the standard texture. So that's why I have it here. Probably the main reason you want this pack is the redstone component tweaks. So first of all, there is the redstone dust that is changed to a clean wire. So it's just a line instead of, the usual redstone dust dusty look. And the center, the little dot, looks like this. I prefer it a lot over just a square or just, the lines being connected. And personally, I do think it does look pretty nice. Next up, we have the observer. Firstly, the observer will light up when it detects a change. So not only the backside will glow, but also all of the other sides. And as you can see, there are indicators on the sides which indicate which direction the observer is facing. So you can see at a glance where the output of the observer is. This works in all orientations, of course. So if you have it facing up, you can see the light on the sides pointing up, as well as the arrow. And there's also a underglow under the arrow. And the eyes of the observer light up and it smiles. So that's pretty cool. Next up, the pistons. So what I did first is that I gave the normal pistons the side texture of the Java Edition piston head, because I do like it more than the Bedrock Edition one. And what I did next is that I gave the side of the piston head on the sticky piston some slime. So that makes it easier to see whether the piston is a sticky or a non-sticky piston when the front side is covered. For example, if you had another block. Not only that, but not just the side of the piston head is sticky, but also the piston arm, and it is not with the normal one, of course. Now, it doesn't make much sense logically speaking, but it is there to help you see that it is a sticky piston, and that of course is the main purpose. Now we have the hoppers. Now the hoppers will simply indicate which direction they are facing. If they are facing straight down, you will have a line on each of the corners, and you will also have a line on each of the sides. The lines will also light up when you power the hopper. Sadly, the ones in the middle don't light up. I wasn't able to figure it out, so sadly, yeah, that's that. But as you can see, the top lines do point in the direction that the hopper is pointing, as well as right here. Last but not least, droppers and dispensers. Now their faces are the same as they are always, but what has changed here is that I gave the sides the matching shape of the mouth of the dropper and dispenser when they're facing up. So as you can see here, there is a rectangle, and for the dispenser, there is a circle. And you can see that reflected in the side texture of each. Not only that, but you can see that matching shape on the sides that don't have this stony thing here. So as you can see, there is the rectangle on this side right here, and it should also be on the bottom side. And when these are facing up, then you can see the rectangle shape on the side here as well, and the circle shape for the dispenser. That about covers it for the contents of this pack. You might find some Easter eggs if you look around, but yeah, this is more or less it. I've kept the contents of this resource pack neat and tidy, because there are a lot of other resource packs that do the same things that I would have otherwise included, and you can just use those packs with mine combined. As I mentioned, the resource pack is in the description. There is no ad fly, no nothing, you just download it. That's about it, and I'll see you around. See ya!